So thanks for joining us again. We're taking another look at one of the games that's going to be available at launch on Crayta for Stadia. And today we're talking to Neil from Viewpoint Games. Thanks for joining us, Neil. Do you want to give us a little bit of background about your experience in games creation?
Yeah, hi. Yes, I'm Neil. I'm co-founder and director of Viewpoint Games. My games career has spanned just over 20 years now, working in different companies on different games, including games such as DJ Hero and Guitar Hero.
Cool. And tell us a little bit about this first game that you've made for Crayta, because you made two for us, haven't you? Let's talk about Outlaw.
Yeah, that's correct. So Outlaw, it's a stealthy shooting game where you're chosen, your character's chosen whether you're outlaw or a civilian. Outlaws have to eliminate all the civilians have to kill all the outlaws. So pretty simple in that respect. The twist to this, though, is that the outlaws aren't shown to the civilians, so you don't know who out of the people playing are outlaws until they actually show their weapons and start killing people. So it's a little bit of a guessing game at the beginning as to who is the bad guys and who are the good guys.
What inspired you to come up with this game? I know we spoke to you quite early on about wanting some particular types of games. So talk us through how the idea came about.
So our inspiration and design decisions really came from looking at what other games are out there. And we had a look at Gary's mod as well, which also has lots of different game ideas and game designs there. And we decided on one similar to Murder, where you have two different sides, but you don't actually know who is actually on each side, which we thought was an exciting premise to use and to create a new game from.
Cool. And what are you most pleased with in the final game and how it turned out?
The best thing about the game, once we'd finished making it, it's really hard to know when you're designing it, when there's only a couple of people playing it. But the best thing that we found was when there was lots of people all in there playing together. It really made a fun game out of it. And because you don't know who's on whose side, there's a lot of tension involved. And quite similar to modern day, there's a lot of staying away from other people because you just don't know who's on whose side. That was really kind of the most interesting part of the game, and not really seen in many games at the moment.
So when it came to actually prototyping your ideas and getting your game up and running in practice, how did you find it?
It was surprisingly quick to try out new ideas, actually, which is always great if you've got an idea for a prototype. You want to just try it out and make sure it works. We always say, one of our mantras, we always say at Viewpoint, fail fast. And in order to kind of prototype something in game, Crayta was ideal to do that. Especially when you don't need to rely on networking to create a multiplayer game, in seconds really. On top of that, the templates that were already supplied to create an existing game was really useful because you could, again, just get things up and running very quickly. On top of that, I guess the Unit 2 staff were always there to help out, and they were really useful and helpful whenever we needed them.
So thanks very much to Neil for introducing us to Outlaw. You'll be able to play that one as soon as Crayta launches exclusively on Stadia this summer. In the meantime, though, check out the rest of our Creator Showcase videos and learn about some of the other titles that are coming up. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the Crayta news.